Good morning. It's Thursday, which is my Friday, so it's the end of the week. And as you can hear, I'm a bit happier. My name's Tristan, this is my channel, Midnight Fish, and today I'm doing a reading called The Artist Spread, which is for anyone that's creative, really. And creativity can be anything. Anything you make and create that's original is being creative. So, yeah. But generally people have like, I don't know, a chosen craft, I guess. There's different ways of expressing it. Whatever you're naturally good at, maybe as a kid, or what you're encouraged to do. That's often the case. Think of all the people out there that have creative urges in them, but they were never encouraged, and then they grew up and thought you had to have like a lot of talent or something to do something, where mostly it's just practice. I think anyone can, if they really want to draw, they can. They just need to be told it's okay to make shit art at first, or at least what you'll always think that your art shit anyway. Starting off with a card from my mum today. Number 30. The lilies are white and gold stars surround. The outlook is bright and joy will abound. If this card rests high, it means good disposition. But if signs are low, it means dubious position. But that's to do with positions in the spread. It's maturity, I think, the lilies. Like growing all gracefully. Where's my little booklet? I don't often get this one. It's quite nice. Where are you? Yeah, peace, satisfaction, contentment, support, attitudes toward life, promotion, business, work, long experience, completion, maturity, wisdom in old age. Are you feeling like that about your art? Or are you like at a position like that in your life at the moment? That'd be quite cool. Anyway, they're very pretty. Yeah. Creating often brings that feeling, doesn't it? That's that feeling of being at peace with yourself, especially when you're in the flow. Right, I'll grab a couple cards from the Lost Oracle. See what's going on. Got a sniffly nose today. You never know if you actually got a virus or something, or if it's just the weather change. That's why they used to say you're under the weather. Disenchantment. Number 8. You are protected. Okay. An elixir. Your wish is granted. Have you wished about something? Apparently you're going to get it. You are protected. Maybe you feel like you need to be. Who knows? I'll find out. Maybe some more come out with the rest of the cards. Good Lord. Sorry. Hopefully that's the end of all my sniffing. I've been sneezing. I get sneeze attacks. I was told that you'd be sneezed 7 times. It's equivalent to an orgasm. I don't really think so. Well, maybe in the way that it renders you a bit unable to make sense of the world. So this spreads 5 positions. First one's what you put into your heart. Good Lord. Second's what your art says about how you see the world. 3 is what inspires your best work. 4th is what your art inspires in others. And the 5th position is a message from the muse, or what your muse is, perhaps. So we'll see. Got no clues as to what. Oh, I'm just asking for a clue. Page of Pentacles. Starting a new project. Or being given an opportunity, a message. Maybe you've been told you've received something, like a grant, something to do with something you really want. A wish. Look, the star. Your wish is granted. Okay. Alright. Doing this reading with the Witch's deck. Let's see. At the bottom we got the Chariot. Alright, so things are moving very quickly at the moment for you. You seem to have tamed very powerful forces to go where you're going. Yeah. lots of communication, maybe. It's going to be a sniffly one. What you put into your art. Got the 7 of Wands. Number 2, 10 of Wands, what your art says about how you see the world. Number 3, what inspires your best work. Oh, the Lovers. And 4, what your art inspires in others. 3 of Pentacles. And your muse is the Empress. This looks like a lovely reading, right? I always like doing this reading. I should do it every day, but I probably get bored. Seven of Wands. What you put into your art. Oh. 7 Wands. That's like, oh, your fighting spirit. Being bold, standing up for yourself. That sense of that, battling. Maybe you write adventure stories. He looks like he's on an adventure. Or paint scenes or do comic books with adventures in. Anything. You could like make a cake about an adventure. I don't, you know, it's not always a specific. I just say writing because I like to write. Or paint because I like to paint. But whatever your art is. The sense of overcoming. Yeah, high ground. Interesting. Let's see. If I clarify further, it might give me a clue. So what's the 7 Wands? Cards are like, oh, I thought you were going to do the whole read through and then come back. And I'm like, no, we'll do it one by one. Yeah, 9 Wands. 9 Swords. I thought that was a 9 Wands. That's crazy. Which is that sense of a battle. 2 Swords, 9 Swords and 5 Cups. Overcoming, and 8 Cups. And 10 Wands. Good Lord, this is heavy. Yeah, overcoming incredible odds. So that sense of doing that, or when you've overcome something, you put that into your art, drives you perhaps. Page of Wands, Daughter of Wands, and the Hierophant. Yeah, and they're often fiery new ideas, which you're then you're committed to them. When you find this thing, you commit to it. You put a lot of commitment into your work. The Hierophant. That could be institutions as well. Churches or universities, stuff like that. The key. That's the key, isn't it? That hard work, being committed, despite overwhelming odds. That's the only way you can really get new beginnings. Yeah, and make ideas go past the stage of just a page of wands to get to the end. Because it's easy to start things, isn't it? Completing them is difficult. Although many artists would tell you that they never feel their work's ever finished. A painter can always come back to a painting and fiddle a bit more. Like you can edit a book to death or a poem. Yeah. So what your art says about how you see the world. 10 of Wands. 10 Wands came up at the bottom as well when I did this shuffle earlier. This is like, the world is it's a place where there's quite a lot of burdens. Actually, it takes a lot of hard work to get anywhere. To get to that castle, you got to carry these 10 Wands. Okay. I mean, the 10 of Wands is also about being able to put burdens down. But I do get the sense of the guy's not really that bothered by those 10 sticks. He knows he has to carry them. I don't know. Or that he can put them down. Or let's see. So your art says you see the world as a place full of challenges. Yeah. But with castles in the distance. So you can work towards having a freer life. 3 of Pentacles, especially if you work together with people around you, strong people, people who are charismatic, who know what they're doing, who have their home lives sorted. Everything's, in line. People whose lives appear to be perfect. I know some people's might be. Or at least they're in control of it. Queen of Wands and the Emperor. Yeah. Three Cups. Yes, very much about working together with people. Celebrating. And then we have the King of Wands. And he's got his partner down there. In order to carry these burdens through the world, you need to work together with people who are very fiery, charismatic, creative. This is like, I guess, networking as well if you're in a creative industry. You have to be a King of Wands. The guy everyone wants to talk to, or girl. Yeah, because they're cool. Or, yeah, just seem at ease with themselves, confident enough to sit on a branch with any two birds and speak to them, have a drink, network, and carry these burdens, I guess, because you're all on that journey there. Is that who you meet along the way? Oh, that's what your art says about how you see the world. Okay. So what inspires your best work is this nice Lovers. Beautiful card. Romance, love, partnership, union. This could be all kinds of things. Like, it could be not just romantic. It can be friendship, platonic, family, familial. You know, you could love the world, really, if you really think about it. Entire communities. You could feel love towards them. Often when people face struggle together, they get that sense of union with large crowds of people. So what is this then specifically? Is it seeing that in other people? New beginnings. Page of Pentacles and Two Cups. Look at that. When you see people who take leaps of faith in unions, to new beginnings and this contractual love. So when they take a leap of faith, despite overwhelming odds, so we've got 8 wands. Is that 8 dildos? Or communication. Whew, 10 swords. Wow. 10 swords. Leaps of faith. Yeah. The Fool doesn't, you know, new beginning comes after an ending. So it's about that leap of faith after an ending. And I don't know if this is communication or just fast movement in general. Not, what's the word for it? You know, when you hesitate and fanning about and don't make decisions, you, take people who are willing to take that risk in love. That's what inspires your best work. And that communication that occurs. Because there's always that risk that things can end in romance. In order to live, though, we have to take the chance. You know, yes, maybe friends don't always hang around forever, but you can make new friends or new lovers, or, you know. Yeah, that's why you should appreciate everyone that you got in your life that you do love. Yeah. So it might be that inspires your best work when it happens to you, or when you see it happening to other people, or see it in other art, maybe. You know, other art can inspire people. So what your art inspires in others is the Three of Pentacles, and that's working together. Yeah, communicating. You make people want to get together and create. I get that real sense of communal art creation. It's really cool. And for them to also sit down, because even he's alone in this. Three of Pentacles is normally working together on something, but he is alone in this picture. But it's like working together and still working together with someone else, and then but also carrying on your own. So, because I guess it inspires it. It's like a cycle. The more you work with others, the more you'll be inspired to work on your own. Yeah. Dipping yourself in the pool of creativity. Make sure you're covered all the time, isn't it? 5 swords. Oh dear, Lovers. What's going on down here? 5 swords, the Moon, Ace of Cups, and the Lovers, and the Sun. Wow, yeah. Through this process, it's inspiring people to really go for love. I don't know. Something hidden. What's the 5 swords about? getting past arguments or being able to work together by communicating with 5 swords, cutting out things in their life that they don't, I don't know. 9 wands and death. God, this is heavy. Okay, I need to think about this. What your art inspires in others. This working, even though bad things happen in life. So when you're trying to achieve something in an artistic sense, you want to have a show, or I don't know, there's millions of things you can do. Literally, you could be a stand-up comedian, it could be anything. There's always challenges, and it can feel like nothing's ever happening. Yeah, because it's all hidden. You know, you don't know what's behind that moon. It could be a death card or an ace of cups and lovers and the sun. It could be a whole bunch of things, right? When you're going for something, you send a book off to an agent, you know, that's what people do. That even though you might get all cut up, you might get rejected. Yeah, things might not work out the way you want. You feel like a wounded warrior, constant rejection. But it's saying that your art inspires in others for them to keep going back to the drawing board, to start again and try something else. And that might be how you know, it might be because you show them that it's not always success that you should, whatever you decide is success for you, doesn't give value to your art. You have to assign a value to your art that's separate from external validation. Because if you don't, you can end up feeling really shit about your art, and that's really sad, because at the base of it, art is something that we use to express ourselves, and it helps us as artists, and that's why I wish more and more people would do art. You know, many people who maybe weren't encouraged or weren't given the opportunity to express it. And when you look around today, it's like they're trying to erase it. Fucking AI and whatever. Like, it's not about, yes, you don't steal it from people. Creativity is beneficial for the human race. So maybe it's like you tell them not to measure their success by external things. I don't know. Whatever it is you do, you make them continue to keep working at it. Your art inspires that in them to go on despite what they perceive as failures, even though it's not necessarily a failure. And to always believe that there's beautiful things on the horizon. Look how nice and colourful those 3 are. Ace of Cups, the lovers, and the sun. Very nice. Did I do a base card? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was a Chariot. I forgot to leave him out. So, your muse is the Empress. The message from your muse, or who the muse is for you. So there's an Empress in your life that you completely adore and they inspire you. And sometimes it can be like that. It can be just one person who inspires you. Sometimes it's a person from history. I mean, some people get really inspired by people from history. I don't know if this is someone you know or someone you just look up to, maybe a celebrity. But I get real creative vibes. Either that, or the muse is telling you to embody the spirit of the Empress. You know, be the source of creativity, be in touch with your divine feminine. Let's see. Is this a person or something they need to manifest within themselves? Reminds me of somebody sitting for a portrait. I mean, in mythology, the muses were like people, not people, like gods, like demigods. I don't know, demigod cousins. I didn't study that at school. We studied apartheid. 4 swords, at rest. Yes, being serene, meditating. An Empress doesn't rush towards things. An Empress waits for things to come to her. So it might be telling you to do that. Okay. Apartheid in World War II and World War One, the Great War. That's what we studied. What else? I can't remember. Genghis Khan. Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah. You don't need to make decisions. You wait and then you make a decision. You make a decision. What you want comes to you. Okay. What is it? Six of Swords. 9 swords. 10 wands. The Wheel of Fortune. 4 cups. Oh, lordy. Moving on from some rather unpleasant things. These burdens that we don't speak about. They're very well disguised. Whatever they are behind this networking kind of charismatic personality. Burdens are heavy. Very heavy. But you're moving on from overthinking and blockages. Putting burdens down. And the Wheel of Fortune is like events happening and turning around and moving on from that to the seated position of the Empress who waits for good things to come to her. Oh, yes. A King of Swords, an intellectual with a small love offer, a Page of Cups, or the beginning of something that you really love doing. I'm a bit confused. This is no surprise. I need a sip of coffee. Let's have a look at this. Who's this Page? Page of Cups. Yes, so waiting for offers to come to you. I don't know if this is counsel you have, a King of Swords. Don't traditionally go together. She needs an Emperor, which did come up somewhere, didn't it? An Emperor. Here. Yeah. With the 10 of Wands. This might be a friend or someone you know. Or this might be an aspect of yourself that you're using as well to make judgments about. Maybe you have, if you get into this energy of being an Empress, you will attract many offers. Those could be creative, but they could also be romantic. This stuff comes up, well, I don't know. I've always seen cups as romance. Could be a small offer or a message. Maybe a message of appreciation or adoration or fan mail. I don't know. The King of Swords. Maybe you need to use your intellect as well as the Empress to make sure you choose right. Yeah, because there's a decision you need to make about something, perhaps. Your wish is granted. I don't know. Maybe that's what's coming towards you. It does say disenchantment. You are protected. Maybe you're having to... King of Swords is very... cuts things down. I don't understand. I'm a bit confused. Maybe this person that... Maybe the muse is a person. Maybe that's you protecting them. I can't ask further, but maybe if I let it bubble away. Yeah. This Empress. Yeah. Page of Cups is a small offer. King of Swords goes out and he looks, doesn't he? Hello. Oh. His partner's come out. Queen of Swords. Is this people in your life? This divine couple. Are you waiting for the right partner to work on something? Yeah, that might be the case. It looks like you're waiting for something to join you. You've got this piece, you need that piece. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. for something, a project that you're starting that's you feel very creative about, very like you want to just birth this thing. You're ready to birth it. Has to start small, I guess. But you can't do it until you have all the ingredients to go in this cup. So you're waiting for the second ingredient, this Queen of Swords, to match this King of Swords energy. The same intellect, the same watchful eye, the same logic and reason, same work methods. Yeah, the divine counterpart for whatever project this is. Looks like you're waiting for that. Yeah. Okay. And it says that things are happening very quickly. So let's see, is this your partner coming very quickly? Have you made a decision? Maybe that's what we've been searching for. Maybe that's what your wish is. So it's saying your wish is granted. So it says that you should find them soon. Or you already have. Let's see. What's moving quickly? Justice. Ooh, oh, 9 of Swords again. Ace of Wands. 5 Swords. Ooh, the world. Very mixed up energy. Justice. The two counterparts. Yeah, once you find that, I guess the overthinking will stop very quickly. Yeah, okay. 2 Pentacles, juggling. 7 Cups. You're juggling many options. Seems that maybe you've got a list of people to choose from, to work with, or you being you might be getting like recommendations or out looking. Yeah. You've got lots to choose from. Many things you're juggling, choices how to make it. Chariot is moving very quickly. It's like having to make this decision very quickly now. And then we have the 2 Justice there, 2 Darkened. Sorry, I'm mumbling now. Yeah, so you're making a decision very quickly. Many choices. Might seem quite difficult to do it. Right. Hope you make the right one. And it all works out perfectly, whatever you're working on. You could be like a guy in a band, like auditioning for a singer. Who knows? Could be anything. Could be anything. It's quite fun working on projects together, I think. Yeah. As long as you can communicate. So what should the viewer do then? Maybe it'll tell you how to make this decision. Time to blast off, it seems. Time has come to move forward. Yeah. If you don't make a decision, you won't. The butterfly will die in that little picture. So I think the 2 Pentacles ties it down. Okay. Knight of Cups. Oh, so Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Offer. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Make your offer, it seems, or choose who it is. The Knight of Cups brings an offer. Strength, nice. The shadow side. Ace of Cups. What should the viewer do? Are these the things that are important to you? Is that what you're looking for to choose? This is the person. Someone strong enough to tame their lion, their shadow side, to tame your shadow side, and knows how to keep their cup full, or has a cup to offer. This might be what you're looking for. Somebody who has a full cup to offer. And that doesn't always have to be material possessions or lots of time or whatever it is. It could be whatever it is that you require in terms of for this project to work. You need somebody with the right liquids in that cup. And they must be strong enough to control their shadow side, their devil urges. So that it could be that that's them, or this could be what you need to do. You need to be strong and you need to control your devil urges. and keep your cup full. So take it either way, whatever resonates. Yeah. I'm going to get a last little message from this deck. I got the angel cards. I'm not going to even try and pronounce the names because I don't speak. Is that Hebrew? I don't. Oh, it could be Latin or loads. I should probably investigate that. But so many things I like to find out about. Your brain gets a bit like, how much can it hold? How many terabytes does a human brain have? Half of it we can't bloody remember most of the time, and it gets worse the older you get. Alright, so a little message from the angels. What's happening? Azil. He's got 4 wings, six wings, and 4. Is that like judgment? Or the wheel of fortune, is it? 4. What have you promised that you haven't fulfilled? Our word is our bond. Keep yours today. Okay. Slightly ominous. I suggest you take it as good advice. In general, if you forget, it's fine. People should remind you. They shouldn't keep silent and get resentful. Just, you know, if somebody promised you something and they haven't followed through, don't get upset. Just casually remind them or just ask, you still going to do that thing? And if they don't and they said they forget, just go, that's cool, because we all forget things. I forget stuff all the time. Later I remember and I'm like, oh shit, I said I'd do that thing for that person, and then they never mentioned it again. So we all forget. But if you know that you've made a promise to something and you haven't done it, you should do it. Just do it. Promises are promises. You shouldn't make promises if you're not going to keep them. Yeah, so that's the reading. Hope you had a good time. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and whatever you're doing this fine afternoon. What is it? Is it morning still? I don't know. I work twilight. I never know what time it is. I hope you're having a good time. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.